In a world where shadows rise and ancient magic stirs, one girl holds the key to salvation. Before her journey begins, subscribe, like, and share so you can walk this path with her. In a
Maya's fingers tightened around the lantern's handle. The chamber seemed to grow colder the moment the stranger stepped closer, though the blue glow from the feather lit the room like ghostly fire. "The Guardian's relic," he said softly, his silver eyes never leaving the feather. "Your bloodline was chosen to protect it centuries ago. When your grandfather died, the key lost its keeper, until now." Maya shook her head, stepping back. "No, this can't be real. I'm just a girl. I'm not a guardian of anything." The stranger gave her a look that was equal parts pity and respect. "You were chosen long before you were born, Maya. That relic is bound to your family. It wakes only when danger rises." As if to prove his words, the chamber rumbled again, a deep vibration that sent dust raining down from the ceiling. Somewhere far above, she thought she heard a distant howl, not a wolf's howl, but something darker, hungrier. "What's coming?" Maya asked, her voice barely above a whisper. "The Shadowkin," he replied grimly. "Creatures older than fire. They were sealed away when your ancestors used the relic to imprison their master, the Devourer, but now the seal weakens. The key opening the way," he gestured around them, "means they are awake, and they will be coming for this." He nodded toward the feather. Maya turned back to look at it. The flame was steady now, but she could feel something radiating from it, a hum deep in her chest, as though the object had a heartbeat. "I don't want this," she said suddenly, her voice sharp. "Take it, you seem to know what you're doing." The stranger smiled faintly, almost sadly. "I can't, the relic won't answer to me, it chose you." The rumble came again, louder this time. Maya took a step back, panic creeping up her throat. "And what if I refuse? What if I just put it back and lock the door?" "Then they will take it by force," the stranger said simply, "and everyone in this valley will burn." The words hit her like a bucket of cold water. Maya's mind raced. She thought of her little brother asleep in his bed, of the chickens in the yard, of the village children she had grown up with. Whatever this Shadowkin was, if what he said was true, hiding wasn't an option. She reached out and touched the feather. The blue flame leapt higher, but it didn't burn her. Instead, warmth rushed up her arm, flooding her chest, filling her with a strange sense of power and clarity. She saw images flashing in her mind: hooded guardians standing at the edge of a great battlefield, the Devourer, a monstrous shadow with glowing red eyes being chained in a pit of light, and always the relic at the center of it all, burning bright as a star. When she opened her eyes again, the stranger was watching her carefully. "It has accepted you," he said softly. "You are now the guardian of the relic." Before Maya could speak, a sharp crack echoed from above like wood splintering. The stranger's head snapped toward the stairs. "They're here." The lantern flickered as a wave of cold swept through the chamber. The runes on the walls dimmed slightly, as though something was draining their power. "Stay behind me," the stranger ordered. He pulled something from under his cloak, a blade so thin and silver it seemed made of moonlight. Its edge gleamed with a dangerous, otherworldly light. The first creature appeared at the edge of the stairs. It was tall and spindly, its body half shadow, half solid, with glowing ember-like eyes and claws that scraped against the stone. Maya's breath caught in her throat. Another followed, then another. Soon the stairs were crawling with them, silent but for the sound of their claws. The stranger raised his blade. "When I tell you, lift the feather, its light will hold them back, do not falter." Maya gripped the relic with both hands, the blue flame flared as though sensing danger. The first Shadowkin lunged. The stranger moved faster than she could follow, his blade slicing through the air and catching the creature across its chest. The thing shrieked, black smoke spilling from the wound before it dissolved into ash. But more came, swarming down the stairs like living darkness. "Now," he shouted. Maya thrust the feather into the air. Blue fire exploded outward in a brilliant wave, bathing the entire chamber in light. The Shadowkin shrieked and stumbled back, their forms hissing and smoking wherever the light touched them. Maya felt the power flowing through her, wild, uncontrollable, but strangely right, as though some part of her had been waiting for this moment. The stranger struck again and again, his blade flashing in the glow. "Hold it steady," he barked, cutting down another creature as it lunged. Maya clenched her jaw and focused, forcing the light to stay bright. Finally, after what felt like hours but could only have been minutes, the last of the creatures dissolved into smoke, leaving only silence. Maya collapsed to her knees, breathing hard. The feather dimmed but remained warm in her hand. The stranger wiped black ash from his blade before sheathing it. "You did well," he said quietly. Maya looked up at him, her heart still pounding. "What now?" He extended a hand to help her stand. "Now," he said, his silver eyes glinting, "we prepare. This was only a taste of what's coming. The Devourer's prison is weakening, and you, Maya, are the only one who can keep it sealed." The words sank into her like stones. She didn't feel ready, not even close. But when she looked down at the feather still glowing faintly in her hand, she knew there was no going back. The adventure doesn't stop here. Subscribe now, drop a like, and share this story with your friends so they can join the quest too. Let's build this epic world together.